Hey guys, Dan Gray here from Please Live's Love Life Ministries. For those of you who don't know what that is, we are a nonprofit organization, the faith-based branch of a nonprofit that's focusing on the issues of mental health and educating people and helping people understand what's going on. And today we're sitting here with Cam from Hotel Books. I just got to see their set, and it was an awesome time, and we're just, it was a really good time seeing you guys play today.
Thank you very much.
So how is the tour going so far?
It's been awesome. We've been out for about 2 weeks now with Worthwhile, and dude, it's been great. We this whole year we've been doing a lot of hardcore tours, which is something that we've always loved, and we've always been a part of the hardcore culture. But this is our first time just like focusing on like singling out hardcore and like choosing to be a part of like melodic hardcore tours. So this tour has been exciting, good and bad. You know, exciting because it's new venues, new people, new energy, but it's also scary because it's new, you know, and it's different. Yeah. But it's been good. It's been a blessing. The Worthwhile guys and the guys in Movements have been a blessing to just have along the way.
That's awesome. Now, what is like one of your favorite things about the hardcore scene?
I think like my favorite and least favorite thing are the same thing, and that's like just hardcore camaraderie. Like I love like when Worthwhile, they have a song, they're like single, it's called Unlovable, and when they play that song, the crowd's going crazy and jumping on each other. And like it's because like we usually play with indie bands and ambient bands and like emo bands where that's not at all what happens. So it's awesome to watch that energy and the camaraderie and the you know what I mean. But at the same time, it's like sometimes it gets out of hand. And it's a little scary to watch sometimes, but it's awesome.
Cool. Word. Cool. Now, the one thing we were talking about earlier is as far as like people that are struggling and people that are dealing with mental health and dealing with depression and thoughts of suicide. How valuable is community? Like, how would you explain that?
Well, when I was 16 years old, I attempted suicide, and I got to a point in my life where I was so selfish that I only wanted people around me who could help, who could do exactly what I wanted them to do. And if they didn't do exactly what I wanted, I'd push them away. And it made me feel very alone, and so I wanted it in my life. And after surviving that moment, that selfish decision, the only thing I had was community. Because the moments I was alone were the moments where I could convince myself of things that weren't true. I could sit there and get stuck in my own head and say like, you're a failure, you're worthless, you're useless, and there was nobody to bring reality into it. And so I learned with not only did the community of just people I love, people love me, helping just balance out the lies that depression had put in my head and the lies that my low self-esteem put in my head. Community became the only, people surrounding me became the only tool I had. And through that, it was, with Hotel Books or, getting a tour all over the world, none of that would have ever happened if it wasn't for people saying, Cam, you need to put purpose to this. It wasn't that I decided one day I'm going to do something big. It was that people said, we're going to surround you and we're going to carry you until you're ready to walk on your own again.
Wow, that's awesome. Cool. Now, another thing we were talking about is letter writing. Now, for someone who's struggling or somebody who just needs encouragement that's very discouraged, how important is having a letter written to you? You were talking about that importance earlier.
Yeah, we already talked. I think letter writing is awesome for many reasons, but the main ones I would say is, when I have anxiety, I call my parents, I call my siblings, and phone calls are great. And sometimes they're necessary to hear somebody's voice and have the context of somebody's tone but with a letter, there's a permanence to it that a phone call or even a conversation may not have. I mean, my grandfather's passed away, but the letters he wrote me did not. Wow. And I can't hear his voice. And there's people all over the world who have struggle and have come through that struggle and have been able to empower themselves to do great things and to be able to like not only communicate with that person but have something I can read in my own voice over and over every time I need it has a power that transcends so many other, I guess, more modern forms of communication that we've been blessed with. And I think that like the idea of like getting to read somebody else's story or somebody else's words, but being able to contextualize it through your own head is beautiful. That's something I've that's been a part of my life for a very long time.
Yeah, and being a writer, I mean, I know that's like super valuable to you. Yeah. And the reason we bring that up is because if you go to lovelife.pleaselive.org, if right at the bottom you see a thing called Love Life Letters, and when you go there, you click on that, you can punch down what exactly you're struggling with, whether it's depression, anxiety, thoughts of suicide, whatever's going on, and we have people literally waiting to write a letter of encouragement to you. And if you would like to be blessed with that, we would love for you to go check out our website and be able to check that out. So, man, thank you so much for your time. It's been a great time seeing you guys. So, dude, God bless. Thanks, man.
You too. God bless you, brother.
Yep.
Thank you.